this is just like one of the problems we did as a warm-up. Okay, it tells me that BC is the diameter, and we know diameters cut circles in half. So BC is the diameter, that I know that this half is 180 and this half is 100. Well, if that's true, then AC is going to be 180 minus 130, which is 50. And CE would be 180 minus 80 minus 40, 60. First angle we need to find is angle 1. Angle 1, the vertex is on the circle. Follow it out. It's going to form that arc. So angle 1 is going to be 50 divided by 2, which is 25 degrees. Okay. Angle 2 similar is a little bit different now. Okay, it's a little bit different. Angle 2, the vertex is no longer on the circle, it's actually easier. It's at the center of the circle. Where's my pen? Pen. Okay, so angle 2 is at the center, check this out. It's at the center, it is just equal to the arc that it forms. So it's just 40. Angle 3 is the same thing. Angle 3 is also at the center, so it's equal to this arc. So it's 80. Angle 4, the exact same thing. It's just equal to that arc. So it's 60. What's in the center, the angles are the same. Okay? Now, last one, BCE. BCE is a major arc because there are 3 letters there, so I want to start at B, go to C, and then to E. I know not to go this way. If I went that way, it would have just said BE. Alright? But since it says BCE, I have to start at B, go through E, and all the way to C. BCE is 130 plus 50 plus 60, or 180 plus 60. Keep going. These are some more just practice of these. If the angles, if a circle is, the whole thing is 360 degrees, and it gives me that this piece is 216, and the other arc is going to be 360 minus 216, which is just 144. Well, the question mark is on the circle. When it's on the circle, I just do divide by 2, which is going. Oh man. Here we go. Here's the vertex. U is outside of the circle. When it's outside of the circle, I do the farther arc, so 170, minus the closer arc, so minus 50, over 2 to get my answer. Okay, it's A minus B divided by 2. Okay, so 170 minus 50 is 120. 120 divided by 2 gives me 60 degrees. All right, next 2. Okay, this one, number 20, is a little bit different. It's a work backwards problem. All right, I know the angle. I have to find one of the arcs. So this one, the angle, since it's inside the circle, it's A plus B over 2. Or here's A, here's B, and here's my angle. Well, since I know the angle is 105, I know that X is 105. I know that A is 65. Well, I'm trying to find B. This is all over 2. When we think about this logically, if I just do 105 times 2, which is 210, I know that A and B have to give me 210. Well, if A is 65, I just do 210 minus 65 to get the other part. You don't even really need an equation if you just like think about the logic behind it. All right. If I know that if I add these two arcs, the red and the green together, and when I add them together and then divide by 2, I have to get the 105. Well, if I multiply 105 times 2, I get 210. I know that red plus green has to be 210. So I just subtract 65 from it. All right, this one we could do, two different ways. The first way is pretty easy, okay? I know that since it's a tangent, that this angle and this arc must be supplementary, so I could just subtract from 180. Now some of us may not realize that, so to find this arc here, I would do 360 minus 114, which is what, 246? So then I could do 246, this is now turned into a problem like 19, 246 minus 114 divided by 2, which gives me 66. Okay, now some of us may recognize this is an ice cream cone problem. I could have just done 180 minus 114. That would also work. There are two different ways to attack that. I'm going to pause here and do the last page on the next one.